After months and months of looking, I finally found a matching set. Want to see what they are? We're going to take a walk down memory lane on this stuff. You ready to run a gun? It's time for blast off. Let's go. Hey guys, Todd here. Welcome back to Bassin 101. I thought I would do a video over something I've been kind of looking for a while. A long time back, I wouldn't say that long ago, back first part of last year. I'm an eBay junkie. I always keep my eyes open on everything. I should do a video on how to find stuff on eBay because I can find anything I'm looking for. I look for good deals too. But one of the things I found on eBay, I gotta figure out which one's which. This one right here. I found this rod. And to those of you who are familiar with his TV show, this is a Jerry McInnes model. Eagle Claw. These are not cheap. You know, this is the better ones. You know, with the blank through design. They're basically blue diamond blanks because these are a transparent blue color, 5.5 foot. This is a medium heavy, which is a freaking broomstick. And I actually got this rod at a really good price because they had all the guides taped up. And I'm thinking, well, I can replace that. That's no big deal. Man, I pulled the tape off. There's nothing wrong with them. I was like, I bet that guy never saw that coming. So, you know, I got this rod at a really good deal, and there was nothing wrong with it. But just recently, I ran across this 5.5 foot Jerry McInnes model, which I sat on until the guy brought the price way down and picked it up. Again, brand new condition, just like the other one. But this is a medium action. It's a little bendier. So I got a medium, and I got a medium heavy. So what I did was I called Eagle Claw, and you know, I kind of sort of remember these rods, and I called Eagle Claw and I said, you know, what year did these come out in? Because I know they're blue diamond blanks. The blue diamond's going to put you back in the 80s, especially the early 80s. They came with the one-piece reel seat with the thumb screw on the bottom of them, and simple guide, simple hard loy guide. These are Fuji's, but it's a simple hard loy guide, simple wrap. They really, you know, they were good rods, good blanks. It's just that they were just built for the day. Well, of course, you know, with Jerry McInnes, you know, he's going to have them build them like this, with the better guides, the better wrappings, the Fuji guides, better reel seats, all that kind of stuff. So I called Eagle Claw, and the guy couldn't even look up the model number. He says, dude, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do for you. Well, eventually he ran across the model number. And he said, well, those are 1988. And I told him, I said, well, I want to keep this period accurate since I have a matching set. I now know what reel I can put on there. So I'm good to go, brother. Thank you. And sure enough, I did. I've had these things for years. The Daiwa PT33 7-to-1. It's kind of a bulky reel, you know, for back in the day. I'm gonna tell you what, these are some bad reels. And since I got several of them, I have a matching set. So whether I go to the medium heavy or to the medium, it's going to feel the same as far as in my hand. Now you're thinking, Well, if you're going to be a geek and keep things period accurate, well, what kind of line are you going to throw on them? I was such a dork. 1988 Trimax with the clip-on line guide that allows you to spool your reel. A couple of weeks back, I actually posted a video on the Trimax, and it was spooling a reel exactly on that deal. I don't know. I guess I was kind of giving y'all a hint, I reckon, but to me, that's pretty awesome, because these Jerry McInnes rods, man, you're going to pay a fortune for them, and I got very fortunate and didn't pay very much at all for these. I got very fortunate for that, because I tell you what, you find these rods anywhere else, you're liable to pay $100 more easily. I paid nowhere near that. But like I said, I already had the reels. Everything was ready to go. I just had to find this line. Again, eBay. And one of you guys commented about basically put all of my eggs in one basket on line that's 35 years old. Well, I will tell you what, guys. Now, I'm not joking about this. As long as that line stays out of sunlight, it's good to go. Just monofilament lasts, forever. Any kind of fishing line, braid, fluorocarbon, anything like that. A little tension deal on it. But anything like that, it's going to last a long time. So don't worry about that. There was nothing wrong with this line. Here I've got this is my medium heavy, which has got 17 on it, because you got the little pound dials on these dials. They're made for geeks. And, I didn't see a problem with this line at all. It looked just fine to me. Now, what I did, here's a little tip for you guys. If you have seen my line conditioner video, what I was saying about what I use versus other stuff that's out there that you can use and everything else, I mentioned Line and Reel Magic and Tangle Free. Now, granted, this is a copolymer. It's still, actually, this is a tripolymer, but it's still a monofilament base. Okay. So after I got everything done, I'm not really a clear line user. This is just what I had. So I put 12 pound on my medium and 17 pound on the medium heavy. I can pretty much cover anything I want to with that. But what I did after I spooled everything up, I put a few drops of Tangle Free on here and then soaked it down with Line and Reel Magic and then just threw it in the rack. It'll be okay. It's the line's conditioned. And if I take this dude, let's see, this is the 17. So this would be a good example right here. All right, 17 pound test. Still just laying there. Not even cold. Now granted, I understand it's coming down the rod blank. Well, let's go ahead. Let's pull some off. I keep my drags loose. All it do is never store your reels with the drags cranked. Okay? Especially with the older reels that have the leather washers. Because the only way you can fix that is to soak the leather in boiling water and then allow it to dry. It'll puff back up and you can put it back in the reels. That might be another video down the road. But now you can see it's got some coil in it. But then again, it's a tripolymer. Give this thing a few little jerks. Look at that line now. See that? Lays right back out. And the cool thing is, once the water hits it, it soaks in for a while, it'll lay back out. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. But yeah, I've had these reels for 20 years, at least. Let's try to tighten it up a little bit. And another cool thing about these, from back in 1988, look at that, hook keeper. See that right there? Got a hook keeper right there. Rare in 1988. So I just thought it'd be kind of cool to show these to you guys, to show that, you know, there was quality back in the day, and there really was. These are not very heavy. They're actually quite light. The only thing bulky is this section right here, because, you know, these PTs are a little bulky, but they're comfortable to fish. You know, it's kind of like fishing the Abu 4600. You just kind of get used to the thing, or Lew's Childer Speed Spool. You just kind of have to get used to that size. But great reels, great line. It's a shame we don't make this anymore. For you history buffs, this was the tripolymer they were trying to answer to the copolymer, which was Prime Plus. When Stren came out with Prime and Prime Plus, actually Berkley had to come out with an answer. Actually, I would not be surprised if Berkley was already tampering with this before Stren, because they were separate companies at the time. Now they're one company, but they were separate companies at the time. Trimax lasted for 10 years, and then they renamed it to Tournament Strength, which I'll show you that here right now. Berkley Tournament Strength. It's the exact same line. It's just that I guess he just had to kind of rename it for, I guess, the change of the times. But the Tournament Strength lasted about 2001, maybe 2002. That's about as long as it lasted. And this type of technology disappeared for a while. And eventually they came out with the Berkley Transoptic, which is also a really good line. Very limp for as strong as it is, and still has the photochromic kind of finish to it. So a little history there. I just want to share this with you guys because the next video is going to be about combo simplicity. So until next time, may the Father bless you and keep you in Yeshua's name. And as always, fish on.